Hello and welcome to Learn ADS in 5 minutes. This is tutorial 32 on the topic of stack up and layout editing of imported Gerber file. Now, why this topic is important? Because in order to prepare our layout for EM simulation, we need to understand a few basic things as the Gerber file imported inside ADS is just a plain layer file. It doesn't have any stack up information. It has more than required metal, which we want to simulate because we might be interested in simulating only a specific portion of the board file or maybe a couple of portions of the board file. So we will learn all those tricks in this layout and it will be very interesting for you to watch what I am doing here. And then in the next video, we will talk about with the edited layout, how we go ahead and set up an EM simulation. Now here for this video, I'm taking the same Gerber file which we imported during the last video. And here by default, what you notice in the layer window, the imported layer files usually are placed at the bottom of this list. Now we need to change that because we may need to work with these layers. In this case, it's only three, but in your case, it could be five, six, or even 10. With these layers, I want to place them at the top so that I can easily access them without wasting time in scrolling down every time. Now to do that, we can go to Options, Technology, Layer Definitions, and the Display Order tab. You can see in which order the layer window is displaying our layer names. Now we can go ahead and pick the three here and we can simply drag them to the top of this table here. And just after default, wherever you see this black horizontal line, you can drop it and you can rearrange. Now, if you want to see top above the bottom, we can also do all those. Or if you want to go in the same sequence as the layers are in your stack up, so you can completely rearrange it the way you want. Once we click apply, notice on the layer window here, now our layers got rearranged. So that's much easier to work with. So that's a step number one. Step number two, we would like to get rid of any excess metal here because if you look at this layout, we may be interested in only simulating, let's say, this portion or that portion or any other portion or maybe multiple of them. So depending upon how many partitions you may want to do for this layout, I can go ahead and save this layout with different names. Because when we want to run an FEM simulation or momentum simulation, having unnecessary metal part here will create a huge stress on your memory and RAM. So it's not recommended to use your layout as it is. Okay, so now let's go ahead and chop the area which we are interested in. So for example, in this demo, let's assume I'm only interested in this particular area which I would like to analyze by FEM or momentum. Now I can use any layer which is not used in our design right now. For example, let me use bound layer here or bond layer or anything you want. So once I click on the bound layer, you can see that is currently the active layer, and I can use a polygon or a rectangle to draw an outline or the mark the section where we want to chop the geometry. So here, let's say I'm interested in chopping out only this simple rectangular piece of the overall layout. So once I mark the rectangle, I can go ahead and enable this toolbar by simply right clicking anywhere on your empty area in the toolbar and selecting edit shapes. So once we select edit shapes, so these are the toolbars. If you don't activate it, you can always go ahead and get it from here. You have chop, extend, crop, and all these commands here. But anyway, having this toolbar makes our job a lot easier. Now we need to just select this rectangle, the area which we want to chop. Now if we click on this icon here, which says crop to selected, and once I do that, it only crops that much of area and the necessary piece is gone. So we did the step number two. So we have that here. Now we can go ahead and start placing our ports on the respective points. But before we start placing the pins or the ports, we need to define a stack up, which will be necessary for EM simulation. Now, in order to define the stack up, we can click on this substrate editor icon. And again, in one of the earlier previous videos in this playlist, I have already explained these things in detail, so I won't go into much of details. So we can go ahead and watch, pick the two layer FR4 substrate, create. Now I have some template. I can go ahead and right click I will delete this section with our interface. Now I have the representation which kind of looks pretty much like my layout. I will select the first metal on the top, and here I need to map it to a top layer. So I'll go ahead and select top because, and this is one step which is kind of missed by a lot of designers, and they keep wondering how to do that. Now select the bottom layer here, and let's assign our bottom layer of the design of the imported Gerber file. We have the bottom, we have the top. Now for the via, simply select the via and define the DRD file or the DRD layer which you have. Now remember, an interesting thing in Gerber layout, whatever is your Gerber file name, that's going to be your layer name. So even if you want to have more realistic name or more proper name, you could have renamed this Gerber files before importing so that the right name appears here as well as in the layout layer list. Now as you need, you can go ahead and change the material properties or thickness of these dielectrics and all that. But again, I have already covered all these in the one of the previous videos. So I'm not going to repeat all those things here. So you can go ahead and watch that and set up the stack up. Now, once we have it, we need to set this up for EM simulation. But that for the next video. For this video, we stop here and hope you found something new to learn and it will be useful for your job. Thanks for watching.